Um, Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the Foreign Correspondents Club of Japan. I can see we have lots of people, no reason to ask why, with our guest today. If I could just ask, first of all, some housekeeping. If you have a mobile phone, could you please do what I'm doing right now and put it on mute? I know in ice skating we have lots of wonderful music that accompanies it, but I don't think we want any musical interludes today when our guest is speaking. Thank you. Before I explain the format of today's event, I'd like to say a few things. The estimates are that there's about, 7 billion people on the planet right now. And out of those, Olympic athletes are a very rare breed. If you further think about it, Olympic athletes who've won gold medals are even rarer breed of person. But if you take it further and think an Olympic athlete who's won 2 gold medals in consecutive Olympics, you're going up into another, very, very rare space indeed. So our guest speaker today is such an athlete, and I think this is a very appropriate opportunity to welcome him back to Japan. So I'd like to break with FCCJ traditions here and ask everyone, except you, to stand up, please. No, you can please sit down. So I'd like, as I say, it's our opportunity to extend not just a welcome back to Japan, but also our congratulations to Yuzuru Hanyu, the men's gold medalist in figure skating at the Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea. So thank you very much. Thank you. Let me explain today's format. It's somewhat different than normal press conferences we have here. Besides twirling around above the ice, Hanyu-san has been on a real whirlwind of events since the Olympic closing ceremony on Sunday and hasn't had a chance really to prepare any speech. So what we're going to do today is I've collected a series of questions in a totally non-scientific survey of Hanyu fans and supporters. And I'm going to ask a few of those questions first to kick off this event. And then we'll open the floor to questions from the media. So, and we have our translator here as well for questions in Japanese to English.
本日の流れを簡単に日本語で訳させていただきます。本日はスピーチという形を取らずにですね、最初は司会との対談という形式を取りたいと思います。で、その後質疑応答になります。
But I believe Hanyu-san did want to make a short introduction right now.
My English is not good. It's not good enough for speaking in here. So first of all, thank you for the coming for me, and then I'm really happy to get the gold medal in here, and then I really appreciate to showing for me during my performance, and then this Olympic is my I bet my life for this gold medal. So, I'm alive in here yet. I'm not dying in here yet. So I'm really happy to hear. And then again, I'm really appreciate for you. Thank you very much.
Do you want to translate that? No?
It's okay, continue.
No? Okay. So, first off, I have to make a confession as the moderator here today. I find it very difficult to watch figure skating. The reason being is that when I was about 11 years old, growing up in the UK, I went to learn skating, but I would more term it, instead of ice skating, it was more like ice sprawling, because I had more experience in hitting the ice than actually skating upon it. So whenever I then later watch ice skating, I'm always reminded of that experience I had, and I'm always kind of gripping the chair as you zoom around the ice, and not only going at such speeds, but then you go backwards, and then you jump, and you don't do it once, you do it again, and then you do it again, and you do it again, and I'm just like, it's breathless, really. So it's difficult, if I must confess, to watch. But I did saw your performance, and I have to say, this might seem a little odd, but as journalists and in the media, we've been introduced to this term in the last year or so of fake news and alternative facts and things like this. But watching you when you did your performance, I was kind of struck by, oh, this is a truth. This is such a truth, and with it, that beauty and the artistry of doing that. And it just, I thought that's the antidote. This aspiration we have as an Olympic athlete to achieve that, that level of excellence. So I'd like to say thank you for that, because you give us a truth amidst all this nonsense we hear.
With fake news, right?
まず司会の方から一つ告白しなければいけないことがあるんですけれども、実はフィギュアスケートを見るのが私にとってかなり難しいものなんですね。というのは11歳の頃にイギリスにいた頃なんですけれども、実はスケートを学ぼうとしてたんですね。通ってたんですけれども、本当に滑るスケートをするよりもこける方が多かったので、その時の痛みという記憶がものすごく今自分の頭の中には残っていますので、スケートの選手を見ている時もいつも恐怖を感じながら、本当にドキドキしながらその時の子供の時の経験を思い出しているというようなことがありますので、その速くスケートをしているだけではなくて、また後ろ向きにスケートしたりですとかジャンプをしたりなどというものを見ていますと、もう本当にものすごいことをしてるんだなというふうに思います。メディアとしてはここ近年でですね、そのフェイクニュースですとかそういったような言葉がよく耳にすることがあるんですけれども、羽生選手の滑りスケートを見ていると、本当の意味での真実というものを見ているという気持ちになります。本当の意味での真実、その美しさ、芸術性などというものを本当に見ているような印象がありますので、その感動、そしてその希望などを与えてくださっていることに感謝をしたいと思います。
Okay, so that leads me into the question. Could you talk a little bit about, obviously you've had, years and years of training. Within that training, there's setbacks, there's injuries, there's to keep going. What is the spark that keeps you going? That took you? You're at the pinnacle of your sport. What is it that keeps you going there?
では質問の方に入りたいと思うんですけれども、長年の練習などを経験されて、さまざまな障害や怪我などもあったかと思います。その中でどういうふうに、そのずっと継続することができるのかについて教えてください。
僕は割と普通の選手の中でも怪我や、病気が多い方の選手だと思っていて、その間練習ができなかったり試合に出れなかったりということが、特にこの、ソチオリンピックからの4年間すごく続きました。ただ、やはり小さい頃からずっとオリンピックで金メダルを取ることが夢でしたし、具体的に2連覇ということは考えてなかったんですけれども、やはりこの年齢でこの時のオリンピックで金メダルを取りたいという気持ちがずっとあったので、その気持ちにずっと押してもらいながらスケートを頑張ってきたかなと思います。
I believe that even amongst various athletes or skaters, I am perhaps one who has experienced relatively more injuries or illnesses than other skaters. And during that time, there are periods, for example, where it is not possible to train or to compete as well, particularly in the 4 years which have passed since Sochi. However, since I was very small, my dream has always been to achieve a gold medal at the Olympic Games. Of course, I was not concretely thinking about 2 consecutive gold medals at the Olympics, but always wanting to achieve a gold medal at the Olympics when I was this age was something which I was working towards as my dream since I was very young, and that has really encouraged me or pushed me to keep going.
Okay, one of the questions then that came in was about your foot injury last year that took you off the ice for a number of months, and then you had this, phenomenal recovery to compete in the Olympics. So there was some talk that you did a lot of studying at the time about the type of injury you had, and could you explain a little bit about what you did to accelerate that recovery, how you did it?
次、足首の怪我について一つ伺いしたいんですけれども、昨年の怪我からですね、いろいろとリハビリ、そして練習ができない間には多くの論文を読んだりですとか、怪我について調べたりなどということをしていたという情報があったんですけれども、それについて教えていただけますでしょうか。また見事にオリンピックでまた復帰ができたということについて、その間にやろうとしていたことについて教えてください。
はい、スケートができない間だからこそ、机に向かってパソコンに向かっていろんなことを学ぶことができたと思っています。もちろん自分の足の怪我が治りが遅くて、すごく焦ることもあったんですけれども、自分自らその怪我についていろいろ調べたりだとか、またその自分の感覚と痛みと向き合いながらどのようにすることが一番その怪我を早く治すことか、そういうことを勉強してきました。またその勉強している間にその怪我をまたしないように、トレーニングの方法だとかピークの作り方だとか、またその試合に向かう時のメンタルだとか、そういったものをすごく勉強したなと思います。実際に足は、はっきり言って痛い時から比べてみたら、20%、30% ほどしか、痛みは落ちていないんですけれども、最終的にこうやって、痛み止めと一緒にではありましたけれども、金メダルを取ることができたので、やっぱりその 20%、30% の痛みを落としてくださったサポートメンバーに感謝しながら、これからも滑んなきゃなと思っています。
So during this period when I was not able to train, not able to skate, I utilized this time as much as possible to spend time at the desk or on my computer studying and learning as much as possible. Of course, during the time when my own recovery or the improvement of my injury was rather slow, I became quite worried or concerned at times. However, by trying to learn myself as much as possible about my injury, also about my senses and the pain and so on as well, of course, I looked at how to help this or how to use this to help my recovery process, but not only this, use this time to look at how to prevent further injuries in the future, for example, looking at what kind of training methods I should be implementing in the future to prevent injuries or reduce injuries, and also the psychological aspects of training or skating as well. To be very honest, if I compare the situation of my ankle to the time when it was at its most painful, the pain has perhaps only improved by about 20 to 30%. Therefore, However, despite that, I was eventually able, although with the use of painkillers and so on, able to achieve the gold medal at this Olympics. Therefore, I'm also very grateful to the support team members who were able to work with me during this time in order to achieve this reduction of 20 to 30% of the pain and continue to work on my recovery.
Okay, excuse me. The next question is kind of interesting. It's about the quadruple axel jump, which I believe you are planning to challenge this particular jump. I have no idea what a quadruple axel jump actually entails. It just sounds very, very, very difficult. So the question was, how is that proceeding? Is it possible at all that you could kind of technically show us what, I don't mean to leap across the room, but to kind of give us a sense of what is involved in a quadruple axel jump?
次少し変わった質問かもしれないんですけれども、その4回転アクセルのジャンプについてお伺いしたいと思います。次の挑戦がそのジャンプであるというふうにおっしゃってるんですけれども、正直僕にとってそのジャンプというのは一体どういうジャンプなのかということは僕には分かりません。かなり難しいように聞こえるんですけれども、それをどういうふうにするのかなどについて、もし可能だったら少し説明または見せていただくことは可能、実際にジャンプをしていただく必要はもちろんないんですけれども、そのテクニックについて教えていただけますでしょうか。
はい。
You can stand up if you like.
もしよかったら立っていただいても大丈夫ですよ。
So, okay, I'm speaking. Actually, we have 6 types of the jumps, and then 5 types of jumps for the backwards to go up. But はい。はい。But axel jump is only the go to the forward. So we need to rotation one more half rotation for that. ジャンプの種類は6種類あって、その中で全て5種類は全て後ろ側に滑っていて飛ぶんですけれども、アクセルジャンプだけは前側から飛んでいって後ろで降りてくるので、半回転、もう半回転回る必要があります。他のジャンプの説明からいきますね。ちょっとこれが金メダルがちょっと邪魔なんですけどokay. So ありがとうございます。後ろ側に滑ってます。で、ジャンプ飛ぶときは、後ろ側に飛んでって回ってってこうやって降ります。ただアクセルジャンプは1回転だけだと前向きで降りちゃいます。前向きで降りることは、フィギュアスケートの競技場を、ステップだとかステップだとかスピンとかそういうこと以外ありえないので、絶対に後ろ向きで降りなくてはいけません。なのでアクセルジャンプは、前側から飛んでここで半回転します。ここから1回転回るから半回転多いということになってしまうんですね。だから、一概にクワドラプル、4回転といっても4回転半回らなくてはいけないので、普通のジャンプよりも難しい。またもっと具体的な技術的な説明をすると、後ろ向きで飛ぶジャンプというのは手を横に回しながらやることができるので回転をすごくかけやすいんですね。ただ先ほどもやったようにアクセルジャンプというのは、手を後ろに持ってってそのまま前に出さなくてはいけないので、その遠心力をすごくかけづらいんです。その上で4回転半回らなくてはいけないので難しいということです。まだ誰も試合で成功させたことないですし、実際に4回転半のその練習をしている人も少ないと思います。その中でなんとか、初めの一人になれなくても自分の夢である4回転半アクセルをなんとか成功させたいなという気持ちでいます。ありがとうございます。
So there are several differences which make the axel jump. seems them particularly difficult, which include, first of all, the point that one more half rotation is actually required in order to successfully achieve the axel jump. So while it is called a quadruple jump, it actually involves half an extra rotation on top of that in order to ensure the landing to be in the correct direction. The issue of how your arms are used during this axel jump are also quite different. In other quad jumps, you are able to have your arms on the side, which helps propel you forward in the jumping, which makes it somewhat smoother or easier perhaps to achieve the momentum required for the jump. However, in the axel jump, because your arm is positioned behind you, it's actually much harder to achieve that the full momentum and in order to ensure the full spin for the rotations there as well. No one actually in competition to date has achieved successfully a quadruple axel jump till now, and there are very few people also even performing this jump during training as well. So even if I'm not the first person to achieve this, I very much want to continue this challenge towards my dream of achieving this quad axel jump.
Thank you. Actually, when you explained that, I think that's what I was trying to do when I was 11 years old, but it just didn't work out, somehow.
そうですね、説明を伺いながら、僕がやろうとしてたそういうことだったかもねというふうに思って、残念ながらちょっと実現できなかったんですけど、そういうことだったかもですねという。
The next question was about music, and is there a particular piece of music that you're working with now or plan to use in your next skating program?
では次の質問は音楽についてなんですけれども、次のプログラムの中で今度使おうというふうに、検討している曲などというのはございますでしょうか。
まだ次のプログラムについては考えていません。なので、今回オリンピックで使用した曲についてだけちょっとだけ触れさせていただきます。今回使った、特にフリーの方でですね、使わせていただいた曲は、陰陽師という映画のサウンドトラックの曲をさまざまな場面の曲をミックスして4分半にまとめました。実際にフィギュアスケートっていうのはこれまでの歴史から考えてアジア人が勝つということがほとんどありませんでした。やはりヨーロッパで発展して、それから、日本に渡ってきて、実際にヨーロッパとその日本との間の中で歴史の違いもものすごくありますし、やっぱ長さも違います。そして何より表現をするスポーツだとか美しさというスポーツにおいてアジア人は圧倒的に不利だと思われてきました。そういった中で僕は今回日本の音楽を基調とした、曲で金メダルを取ることができたのは非常に、歴史的なことだと思いますし、またこれからその自分の国の音楽であったり、また独特な文化を持つ曲であったり、そういったものが増えていくきっかけになればなというふうにも思っています。
So I am not yet at the stage of thinking about my next program, so I don't have a comment about music I may use in the future. However, I would like to make a comment about the music I'm using in my current program, if I may, particularly in the free skating program. During the Olympics or in my free skate, I utilized music from the soundtrack of the film Onmyoji, various scenes mixed together to make a 4.5 minutes mix for my performance, for my competition. When we consider the history of figure skating, it's very rare actually for people from Asia to win in figure skating competitions. The sport evolved, or it was developed in Europe and later came to Japan. And of course, the historical developments of Europe and Japan are very much different. Also, the length or the history of the sport in the different regions is very different as well. It's often been thought that people from Asia are perhaps at a disadvantage in expressive sports or sports which require this kind of expression and artistry. Therefore, I believe the fact that I was able to use this Japanese music for my program and achieve the gold medal using this music was really a historic step forward. So from now, I hope that this can be an opportunity to lead to more using music from my own country or utilizing these aspects of the unique culture in the music of the competition also.
And running into that question is you've said in the past, you've used this expression that we are now in the true quad era. Apparently that's in reference to there's a lot of emphasis right now on the athleticism, the jumps and so on. But you mentioned there the artistry of figure skating as well. Do you see, I mean, there are reports that the International Skating Union is thinking about rebalancing the marks in that respect towards artistry. Do you have any? Is that going to influence you going forward in your program?
次もまたそのスケート、芸術性などについての質問なんですけれども、以前その新4回転時代という表現を使われていたかと思うんですけれども、やはりそのジャンプというところでの点数の決め方など、そしてその芸術性というものについてのバランスというものがフィギュアスケートの場合ですとあると思います。でスケート連盟の方が今それを改正しようとしている、見直しをしようとしているというような情報があるんですけれども、それについてのコメントをお願いします。
僕の耳の方にももしかしたら、来シーズンから大きなルール変動があるかもしれないということは聞いています。先ほども言ったように芸術がものすごく必要である競技がゆえに、技術的なものが発達しすぎるとどうしてもその技術に、ふさわしい芸術が足りないということをよく、フィギュアスケートでは言われます。ただ芸術、バレエとか例えばミュージカルとかもそうですけれども、芸術というのは明らかに正しい技術、徹底された基礎によって裏付けされた表現力、芸術であって、それが足りないと芸術にはならないと僕は思っています。だからこそ僕はジャンプをやる際、ステップをやる際、スピンをやる際、全てにおいて正しい技術を使い、そして、それを芸術として、見せることが一番大切なことだと思っているので、もちろん選手によってはすごくジャンプが大事っていう人もフィギュアスケーターの中ではたくさんいるし、それで勝ってきている人もいます。ただ僕は難しいジャンプを飛びつつ、それがやっぱりそれがあるからこそ芸術が成り立ってるんだなというようなジャンプをこれからもしていきたいなというふうに思います。
I have also heard that there may be a potential major revision of the rules in the next season. However, when we consider, of course, the relationship between artistry and the athleticism or technique aspects of figure skating, this is a very important point. For example, it may be said that there needs to be a certain match there, and if the technique or the athletic aspects of this is too far developed, then this can have an impact perhaps on the artistry. However, I believe, and this is the case not only for figure skating but for other forms of art, including ballet and musicals as well, that this artistry is very much based on having the correct technique and a strong foundation at the core of everything. It is upon this that the artistry is built, and without that strong foundation and that basis in technique, it is not possible to have that full artistry required as well. So therefore, while I am, of course, within my skating having jumps, spins and steps and so on, this is looking, of course, at keeping the correct technique, but also how to utilize this and how to display this, express this as art, as the most important point in my skating. Of course, there are some other figure skaters who perhaps place a much higher priority on the jumps themselves, and they are also successful in winning in competitions through this as well. However, personally, I believe that within these different difficult jumps, these are used as the basis for the artistry, and it is this relationship, this balance, which comes together to form what is most important.
Thank you. And one more question from the list here before opening it to the floor. But that is, what is your shobu meshi?
次は最後の司会の方からの質問なんですけれども、羽生選手の勝負飯とは何でしょうかということです。
日本人としてはここは寿司とかって言いたいんですけど、ただ競技前に生ものを食べることとかそういうものは非常に危険なので、僕はいつも、絶対にご飯は食べるようにしています。日本人らしいのかな。 やはりパンや、シリアルだったりパスタだったりそういったもので自分はあんまり力が出ないので絶対に、ご飯をどの会場でもどの国でも、食べてでそのパワーを演技につながるようにということをいつも思って食べています。
So as a Japanese person, I wish I could say sushi as a response to that answer, to that question. However, unfortunately, it's rather risky to have raw food right before a competition, so that's not the case. But personally, and this is also perhaps quite a Japanese response, but I always make sure I have rice before a competition. I find personally that if I have bread or cereal and pasta and so on, it doesn't give me the strength or the power that I require for this as well. So no matter where the venue or the country, I always make sure that I have rice before the performance, before the competition, and this is the power that enables me to perform.
So we can now safely predict that rice sales throughout Japan are going to soar.
これで日本中でご飯の売り上げは上がるでしょうか。
So if we can open then to questions from the floor, from the media, please, and if you can state your name and your affiliation. Thank you, and Anthony.
ここから質疑応答になります。まず現役の記者からまずお名前と所属を言ってから質問をお願いします。
Anthony Rowley, I'm the first vice president of the club and a journalist. Let me add my congratulations to those of millions of others, I'm sure. It seems to me that every year we watch the Olympics, we see more and more amazing achievements, not least from people like yourself. How much further can this be pushed, do you think? Are you talking about doing a quadruple axel? Will there be a quintuple axel, 5 jumps in the future? How much further can this be pushed?
ラウリーと申します。まずおめでとうございます。オリンピックを、毎回見ていると本当にその前回よりさらに上回る、さらに素晴らしいものになっているものが毎回あるんですけれども、それをどこまで持っていくことが可能でしょうかということです。今4回転のアクセルなどについてのお話があるんですけれども、将来的にはまた5回転などということはあり得ると思いますか？
まず5回転の話から、多分ジャンプの種類とかにもよりますけれども、実際に、今までフィギュアスケートが科学的な根拠から基づいて、研究した結果、5回転までは人間の能力で、できるんではないかというような結果が出ているそうです。なので、挑戦できるんだったら挑戦してみたいなという気もしますし難しい種類での、5回転半はちょっと無理かもしれないですけれども、でも小さい頃から、自分のコーチにお前は5回転もやれとかっていうことは言われてはいたので、ちょっと挑戦したいなっていう気持ちもあります。
So first of all, in regards to the quintuple jumps, of course it would depend on the kind of jump. However, according to some scientific research which has been done in the field of figure skating until now, it is apparently, physically or possible to have 5 jumps within this. Of course, if this is something which would be possible in the future, I would perhaps maybe want to try to challenge towards this. Perhaps 5.5 may be a little bit difficult. But even since I was very small, my own coach was also always saying to me, you can do the quintuple even, and encouraging me in this way. So I think this is something that perhaps in the future maybe could be challenged.
すいません、言うの忘れてました。特に今回のオリンピックは、本当にたくさんの素晴らしいスケーターがいて、そして、僕の上の世代、そして、僕の下の世代、両方とも本当にトップスケーターがたくさんいる中での試合でした。どの選手も素晴らしい演技をしていましたし、その中で、自分もいい演技をして、みんなから刺激を受けれたことが本当に幸せです。
And to add one further point, during this particular Olympics, there were so many very excellent skaters in the competition at this time, including both those who are older or more senior than me and also more junior as well, very top skaters from around the world in these recent Olympics. Therefore, from all of their incredible skating during the competition, I also gained so much in learning or observing them during the competition as well, and gained great inspiration from them.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the floor? Sorry, the lights are blinding me here. Yes, sir. Here. Thank you. You, yes.
清竹中 from Reuters 通信の竹中です。My question is about quad jump as well 日本語で言います。きっと活躍されているトップで活躍されている苦労されている方にとって4回転半とか5回転とか簡単にみんな言うけどもそんなもんじゃないんだよというような考えもあるのかなと思いまして、どの程度難しいのかというのを、例えば女性なんか日本でよく言われるのが出産するのがどれだけ大変かということで、鼻からスイカを出すようなそれぐらい大変なんです。It's still difficult for men, including me, to understand how difficult it is. けど I can appreciate it. It can help me appreciate how difficult it is. 一般の方に分かるような感じで4回転に比べて4回転半がどれだけ難しいのか、そして今発言になった5回転、さらにそこからどの程度難しいのかを分かるような感じで説明していただくことできますでしょうか。
The question was to express in a way that anyone or any layperson would be able to understand just how difficult the quad and an extra half rotation or the five or the quintuple jump would be.
まず前置きから言います。インフォメーションとして、まず今現在ですね、世界では、6種類あるジャンプの中で4回転ジャンプをもう5種類決めています。それは5種類決まるようになったのは、ここ3年間のうちにみんなが5種類飛ぶようになって、それでも限られた選手ですけれども、今、一番 4回転の中で4回転半を除いて4回転の中で一番難しいと言われているジャンプを飛んでいる選手はトップスケーターで3人ほどです。はい、すみません。
First of all, as some information in relation to this, so now we are talking about within the 6 different kinds of jumps. Within these 5 different kinds, it is now possible for quadruple jumps. This has actually only been in the past 3 years or so that this has become possible to achieve in all of these 5 kinds of jumps. So this is a very recent development. Furthermore, the number of people who are able to achieve the quad jumps in these 5 kinds of jumps is only a very certain few number of people. In fact, the number of people who are able to achieve what is considered the most difficult of these quad jumps is actually only 3 people.
まず4回転の難しさは正直言って人によって違うと思うんですけど、初めてこういう質問が来ました。
First of all, the difficulty of the quad jump very much varies from person to person, but this is the first time I've been asked a question of this kind.
目をつぶって回転しながら30跳びをやっているような感じです。縄跳びの。
So I could perhaps express it by saying it's like closing your eyes and while jumping, doing the triple jump rope at the same time.
5回転はなので4回転半は、2回転しながら40跳びを飛ぶ感じかな。で5回転は3回転しながら50跳びを飛ぶ感じです。
So it's like doing 30 jumps with your eyes closed. For the 4.5, it's perhaps like 40 jumps. And to have the quintuple, it's like doing this 50 jumps on top of this.
Maybe we should stop there, shouldn't we?
難しいですね。
Yes, sir.
フリーランスの小林と申します。試合の前にお米とご飯というのはきっと明日のヘッドラインに確実になると思いますけれども、食事について追加の質問をしたいと思います。おそらくその選手生活を続ける上で食事の管理というのはものすごく厳しくやっていると思いますが、どなたが管理しているんですか。でもしスケートがなかったらあなたもう腹いっぱい、あるいは食べたい、飲みたいというものがありませんか。
I'm a freelancer. My name is Kobayashi. You mentioned about eating rice before a competition. I think this will probably be in the headlines of all the news in Japan tomorrow. So I would like to ask another question in regards to meals. As an athlete, I understand that you most likely manage your diet very strictly. I would like to ask who is responsible for managing your diet. And if you were not a skater, not an athlete, what would you want to eat or drink as much as you like?
実は僕は、食に対してそんなに興味がなくて、言ってみれば難しい質問がまた来た感じです。
Actually, personally, I'm not really so interested in meals, so this is actually another quite difficult question for me.
食事の管理は自分のサポートをしてくださる方が、いて、会社であったり、その会社の人が、栄養管理の目標値みたいなものを、与えてくださっています。
In regards to management of diet, this is conducted by my support team, and within that there are particular companies who are involved in this, and the employees or the staff from there work together in order to set certain nutritional goals and so on in regards to my diet.
ただ僕はどちらかというと、食べても太らないタイプなんで、普通のアスリートとは違う生活をしているのかなとは思います。
However, personally, I actually, no matter how much I eat, I don't really put on any weight. So perhaps I'm having somewhat of a different lifestyle to other athletes.
だからマクドナルドも、行きますし、炭酸のジュースって言われるんですかね、ガス入りのジュースもすごく好きだし、それと一緒にポテトチップスを食べることもよくあります。
So actually, I sometimes go to McDonald's. I drink fizzy soft drinks, and I also even eat potato chips quite often.
I see sales of another company going up very soon.
またもう一つの会社の売り上げがこれで上がりますね。
Well, perhaps the introduction of the Hanyu diet, perhaps. Could be something like that.
With chips.
With chips, yes. One other question that came in online was, is there any set routine you follow before you appear on ice at important competitions? You know, some people have like good luck things. You know, they put their right boot on first and their left boot. And do you have any routines you go through like that?
次またオンラインから来た質問なんですけれども、その競技に出る前のルーティンについてなんですけれども、例えば選手によって、その自分のために先に左足からブーツを履いるですとか、そういうふうに、いろいろと決めていることがあるかと思うんですけれども、羽生選手はどうでしょうか。
前は右足から履くってずっと決めていて、ある時左足から履いてしまってすごく試合で緊張して、そしたらうまくいったという経験がありました。
I used to always actually put my right boot on first, but one time actually by accident I put my left boot on first, and I was very nervous during the competition as a result, but I actually performed very well after that.
それからは左足で履いてもいいなというふうに思っているので、今は特に、どっちから履くということもなく、そして、これをしなきゃいけないというふうにも思っていないです。
And so since then I've realized that, it's okay to put the left boot on first, so I haven't necessarily decided which one to go, a particular routine in regards to that before a competition. And I've also realized that there's nothing that you must do immediately before.
ただ絶対に気をつけていることは、これは日本人だからかもしれないですけれども、掃除をされる前から絶対に、 ベッドのシーツであったり枕であったり、そういったものは絶対にきれいにしてから出る。また、荷物の整理だとかそういったものもしっかりきれいにしてから心残りがない状態で試合に行くということは常にしています。
However, one thing I do take particular care about, and perhaps this is somewhat related to being Japanese, but always I make sure before I go out, make sure that I tidy things, I make my bed and pillows and so on before going, and also in regards to my personal items or my luggage and so on, I make sure that it's all organized and tidy before going forward to make sure that there's nothing niggling or nothing left behind.
Okay, thank you. And Calden, you had.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Vita, for emceeing. My name is Khaldul Azhari, Panoramic News. In Pyeongchang, did you meet North Korean athletes? Did you talk to them? What was your feeling about their performance? Do you think you want to invite them to Japan as soon as possible so you can ski with them a little bit? Thank you.
アザリと申します。ピョンチャンのオリンピックの際に北朝鮮からの選手に会う機会はありましたでしょうか。もしあったのであれば、どういう印象、どういう気持ちだったのか、また日本に、例えば招待をして日本で一緒に滑るなどということを検討することは可能でしょうか。
北朝鮮の選手とは、フィギュアスケートの種目も、違う種目であるペアの選手とエキシビションの練習中に会うことができました。彼らは本当に一生懸命練習していましたし、技術力も持っているなというふうに感じています。
In regards to North Korean athletes, in a different competition of figure skating in the pairs, there was the North Korean athletes competing, and at the timing of training for the exhibition, I was able to, or I did actually meet with the skaters from North Korea. I saw that they were really working hard in their training and also did have very skilled technique.
難しい質問が3回目ですね。
So this is the third difficult question.
僕は政府の人間じゃないからこういうことについてはコメントはちょっと難しいんですけれども、ただ一緒にスケートをやっていて、やっぱりスケートの仲間であることは絶対に、確かなことだと思うので、彼らがオリンピックに出れてよかったと思いますし、実際に結果も取れてよかったと僕は思っています。
So, of course, I am not a representative of the government, so it's perhaps difficult to make a comment on this issue. But having skated together at this time, it is certain, or I can say with certainty that, well, they are fellow skaters as well. And so the fact that they were able to compete in the Olympics and also have a good result within that is something that I'm very glad about.
Thank you. And the lady there? Yes. Yes.
My name is Durne. I'm from the Spanish news agency, EFE. So I would like to ask you about your friendship with Javier Fernandez. As I've heard, is actually very good. You train together. So I want to ask you how is that what that friendship means to you, and also if you think he deserved the bronze medal. Thank you.
スペインのエフェ通信です。フェルナンデス選手との、友情についてお伺いしたいと思うんですけれども、一緒に練習などもされていると思いますが、その友情というのは羽生選手にとってどういう意味を持っているものでしょうか。またその銅メダルっていうのもフェルナンデス選手が取るべきだったというふうに考えていますでしょうか。
はい、実は彼が日本のメディアですごく僕のことについて語っているのも知ってますけれども、実は自分自身もスペインのメディアの方に、ハビエル選手のことを聞かれるのをちょっと待ってました。
Actually, there has been many opportunities where Javier Fernandez has been speaking with the Japanese media about me, so I've been waiting for a question from the Spanish media for an opportunity to talk about him, actually.
彼は本当に優しい人で、優しすぎてちょっと競技には向いてないんじゃないかなというほど優しいです。
He's a very kind person. In fact, perhaps he's almost so kind that he's not necessarily suited towards competing.
それでもやっぱり 自分と一緒に練習するときはすごく、絶対に勝ってやるっていうふうに2人とも思いながら練習していますし、彼がいたからこそ僕はカナダに行ってトレーニングをするという選択をしました。
However, within the process of training together, of course, we're always training with the belief that we're really going to win. And actually, it was the fact, or it was his presence, which really encouraged me to make the decision to move to Toronto and train there.
実は僕は金メダルを取った時に泣いてしまったんですけれども、その泣いてしまうスイッチが入ったのは彼のメダルが決定したからでもありました。
So actually, when I received the gold medal, I was crying at the time. But one of the reasons that I really came to cry at that time as well was also the decision in regards to his medal.
彼はソチオリンピックの時にメダルを取ることができなかったんですけれども、そのことをすごく悔しがっていたことをすごく知っていますし、また一緒に練習してきてオリンピックの時だけすごく無口になっていたので、やっぱりそのオリンピックでメダルを取りたいっていう気持ちがすごく強いんだろうなと思っていたからこそ、彼のメダルというものは本当に僕も誇らしかったですし、すごく嬉しかったです。
And of course, during the Sochi Olympics, he unfortunately was not able to receive a medal at that time. And I knew how difficult this was for him and how much he was really wishing towards this. As we were training together, actually, as it came up towards the Olympics, he became unusually very quiet then as well. So this really showed me how strong his wish to achieve a medal at the Olympics really was. Therefore, I was so proud also of his medal and really overjoyed about the fact that he achieved this as well.
これから一緒に、試合をすることができるかどうかはちょっと分かりませんけれども、彼がスケートをやるか、試合をやるか分からないのでちょっと分からないんですけれども、ただ僕が、6年間一緒に彼と練習をしてきて、そして彼とお互い高め合いながら一緒に試合に出ることができて本当に幸せだったし、彼がいなくちゃ僕はこの席にこのメダルを持ってこれなかったなというふうに思っています。
And so, of course, I am not sure whether we will be able to continue to compete together from now. I'm not sure what his decision will be as to what he will be doing from now, whether he will continue to compete or not. However, what I can say with certainty is that these 6 years that we have been able to continue to train together and really enhance each other's ability during this time and encourage each other in this way as well is something which has made me very, very happy. And I'm also confident that I would not be here with this gold medal if it was not for him.
So we've got time just for one more question here. Yes.
ではこちら最後の質問にしたいと思います。
Catherine Wortley, freelance. Hanyu-san, congratulations. I'd like to ask about your training program. So in recent years, many athletes have commented about the importance of training not only in their Olympic sport, but also in other sports to develop their endurance or their resistance, or perhaps to relax other muscles while they train other muscles. I'd like to ask how that works for you and what you do to keep yourself at your peak of physical fitness.
フリーランスです。まずおめでとうございます。そして練習のやり方についてお伺いしたいと思うんですけれども、最近ですね、自分の種目以外のスポーツなどをする選手が、練習の中で違うスポーツをする選手が増えているというような情報があるんですけれども、羽生先生、そういったこともされているのか、または練習の中で特に気にしていることなどということはありましたら教えてください。
先ほど話にあったハビエル選手なんかはずっとサッカーをしています。それがスケートのためになるかは分からないですけれども、海外の選手はよくサッカーをしながらウォーミングアップをしているのをすごく覚えています。
So we mentioned Javier, and actually he's always playing soccer as well as training for skating. I'm not sure if that actually has any purpose in contributing to his skating ability or his skating performance, but many of the international overseas figure skaters are often actually playing soccer.
僕以外の話で恐縮なんですけれども、スピードスケートやショートトラック、そういった他のスケート競技では自転車競技であったり自転車を使った練習方法というものもすごく確立されています。
And well, it's not necessarily about me personally, so I'm not sure if I should be speaking on behalf of other athletes. But for example, in speed skating or short track, athletes are also often using bicycles or bicycle racing in their training regime as well.
自転車で飛んだり跳ねたりまた後ろに滑ったりということはできないのでフィギュアスケートに向いているかどうかはわからないんですけれども僕は、怪我をして氷上に立てなかった期間、自転車で心肺機能や体力をつけるトレーニングをしていました。
Of course, it's not necessarily possible on a bicycle to perform jumps or go backwards and so on, so I'm not sure if it's so much appropriate to figure skating. But after my injury, when I was not able to actually train on the rink, I was, for example, using a bicycle as a way to maintain my strength during this period and so on.
ただフィギュアスケートはまだまだ科学的に研究されているものが少ないですし、また、研究していたとしても割と個人であったり、僕もその研究している一人かもしれないですけれども、自分のためだけであったりそういったことがすごく多いのでこれから、僕が2連覇したことも含めて、国としてまた研究機関としてフィギュアスケートがより研究されることを願っています。
However, in the field of figure skating, there is still relatively small amount of scientific research which is actually being conducted on the science of the sport and training and so on. What has been done to date is often focused on, by or for an individual, for example, my own research for my own training purposes and so on. However, I hope that perhaps the fact that I have been able to consecutively in these two Olympics achieve the gold medal means that as a country there may be more put into, for example, research institutions or research efforts in regards to figure skating from now, and I hope this can be one result.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have to end it there, ladies and gentlemen. Hanyu-san has a number of other appointments and press conferences. My last act today is to offer you a 1-year honorary membership of the Foreign Correspondents Club of Japan, so come back anytime. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Could everyone please remain seated while Hanyu-san leaves? Thank you.